Blessings and welcome to all of my vivacious Virgos out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your December 2019 tarot reading. Whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Virgo. Yes, I'm a Virgo rising myself, so always a pleasure to connect to my fellow Virgos out there. So let's start off with the self position. But before I go into your reading, much love to all of you who have supported my channel throughout the years, through 2019. I'm truly grateful for the love and light that I've received from all of you, and do hope to continue this beautiful connection in 2020. So let's see, let's start off with a self-care card in the first position. Oh, that one wanted to fly out. What do we have? We need to dance. We need to step into the light. We need to share our gifts and talents with the world. That's what we need to do. And yes, we have a lot going on in our fifth house. The fifth house is about stepping into the light. It is about sharing our gifts and talents to the world. And boy, are we going to be feeling this beautiful energy. We really need to step up to the light. Not only do we have Jupiter in our fifth house now, and that just came in December. So thrilled about that. We're going to have the Sun and Venus in the fifth house for a little while, and of course Saturn and Pluto have been in there really resurrecting our soul and making changes and having us to be realistic about our connection to our talents and love, and also our children. So let's see, it's great. We're going to look at the fifth house in a few to see what beautiful energy is flowing, that it is time to really show who we are and step up to the light. Now it's time for this to happen. With Saturn and Pluto being in our fifth house for so long, it was about us resurrecting our soul to our own talents and gifts and connection to love, right? Really having to work on ourselves, work on those creative projects. And now it looks like with Jupiter in our second house, our fifth house of our creative ideas, it's really going to give us that boost that we need. So let's go to the first house of self-position, us here Virgos, in the month of December. Some of the big words I was feeling for you in my meditation is love. Lots of love coming too. I feel like there's been this continuous of stress and restriction that I feel like we're finally going to start to see that stress and restriction being relieved. A lot of celebration and love. Those are the key words I've been feeling for us Virgos in the month of December. So let's see here. Let's pick the first card in December 2019. Wow, let's see what we get here. Wow, we get to start off with the Angel of Wisdom. This is the Emperor. It's about us standing in our own light, being strong to make it happen, right? So yes, we need to dance. We need to step into the light because we are the Emperor. We're going to make things happen this month. We're going to make things happen. And, you know, we have a lot of wisdom insight that we have been receiving. We do have Uranus in our ninth house, which is the house of wisdom. So it looks like through the connection to Uranus in our ninth house, all the blessings that we're getting in the fifth house now, it looks like we are receiving the wisdom that we need to really push forward in 2020. So let's pull another card here for us Virgos. We got two of these cards. Yeah, restriction. This is about stress. This is about getting out of things that have been stagnant. And with the Emperor saying, yeah, we are not fooling around now. We are ready to feel free. We're not going to be restricted anymore. We have ideas. We have things that we need to do. We need to make it now in motion. And I am loving to see, and it's interesting we see all these ones here. So it's a new beginning for us. We need to start to create that new beginning with the Emperor here. The Emperor is here to show us that we can do it. And we have the power to make it happen. We are powerful right now, Virgo. Let's not forget that. So let's use that power. We have been restricted. We have been feeling stress about things that have not come our way. It's taken a long time, a while, because we've had to learn things. We had to challenge ourselves. We had to learn some lessons. That looks like now. Let's go to the second house. We are going to grow our spirituality. The Knight of Cups is about love. It is about our connection to wisdom. It is our spiritual vibration of understanding about the insight that we're receiving so that we can change the way that we look at ourselves. The second house is also our self-worth. And through our spirituality, through wisdom that we are receiving, it looks like there's going to be love and blessings coming through the second house because of our power that we have created for our own love for ourselves. So let's see here, one more card. Blessings, yes. This is a time for us to step into the light. We are receiving blessings. We are connecting to the highest power with Uranus in our ninth house. So let's use this because it's almost impossible for us not to receive the insight and the wisdom. I mean, I have been receiving so much downloads through my meditation and connection. I have done so many changes myself as a Virgo that I'm just ready and prepared for January. And I feel that's what all of us Virgos are here to do now, is to see the luck that we are ready to have. The fifth house is all about luck too, that we'll talk about when we get there to the fifth house. But we are seeing blessings through our spiritual growth. And let's go through the third house of communication. Six of Pentacles, generosity. It's only getting better. It's about offers through communication. It's about finding a fair deal. It's about balance. It's about generosity. So there may be a wonderful offer from maybe someone like the Emperor who is going to help us solidify these blessings. So let's see, home. Interesting. I love this because guess what? I just sold my house in November. I'm closing in December. I'm going to get a fair deal and it's going to really help the balance of my prosperity here, and I'm taking charge. I listened to my wisdom and insight and decided to sell my house at a time when I felt it was the right time, and boy is it. So it looks like for those, and we had Jupiter in our fourth house for the last year, so I feel like a lot of us Virgos may have made some major changes in our home life, whether it's about moving, selling, renovating, whatever it is, you know, changes in the household to make it better. It looks like we're now having the prosperity and the income to be able to maybe make some changes in the home here. But it looks like through communication there is going to be some type of deal, and for me it's selling, finally closing on my house and making that happen here. The Emperor making it happen. So yes, that's us Virgos. We're making things happen, and a lot of us, it's been through the house energy. Now that Jupiter is in our fifth house, we're focusing now on our creative potential and love and children, right? So let's go to the fourth house of family and home, because we see that there has been some changes in our family. Wow, no kidding. The Ace of Pentacles is about a new beginning that we want to manifest in our fourth house of family and home. It's abundance. We see big words of abundance, generosity, and wisdom. So our generosity, our growth, our prosperity is definitely getting better for us Virgos. So in our fourth house, it does look like we are manifesting a new environment. That could be selling our house, buying a new house, renovating, but whatever it is, we have the abundance to be able to make things beautiful in our home life. That's great. So, and then we see children. You know, two of these cards, because we have so much going on in the fifth house too, could be this connection to children. Strong connection to children this month, manifesting. Maybe this is about conceiving. There may be a big announcement of some type of birth in the family. But there's a beautiful connection. Maybe there's a beautiful connection to your children this month, Virgo, about wonderful things that are happening for them. And I know for my children, there's some beautiful things happening for them that I'm really thrilled about. So let's go to the fifth house, because that is where all the energy is happening. Like I said, we've got Jupiter now in our fifth house. Thank the Lord for that. And it's getting us out of the burdens. We're ending the burdens. Remember, I felt in my meditation, I talked about stress and restriction. Burdens have been upon us in our fifth house. It is now to take that load off. The Ten of Wands is ending those burdens finally. That is the message, is knowing that through burdens, through restriction, through stress in our fifth house, there's something being relieved now to manifest something new. Wow, I love that. I love that. So yes, a new avenue, a new pathway, fulfillment of emotional destiny that you want. So it's looking like we are finding our pathway, whether it's in love, whether it's in, you know, birthing children, conceiving, or birthing a new idea, really opening up to our creativity. And I know this is really a wonderful thing for me, to really open up more creatively. It's been really a difficult time to really move forward on my ideas. as a tarot reader, really moving now forward to growing and expanding and learning more. So I feel that is what we are finally ending the burdens in our fifth house to really find our pathway, find more emotional fulfillment, financial stability. Things are looking better there. So let's pull a few cards in the fifth house because that's about love also. And I do feel a lot of us are going to feel love with that fifth house of Jupiter being in there, really helping us to find the mature, the stable, the realistic relationship because we deserve love, don't we? And look at Cupid is ready. Our angels are ready to shoot that arrow into someone's heart that deserves our love. So yes, keep an open mind. Our soulmate may be very different than what we think. And maybe that's what it is we had to wait a long time for some of us to find our soulmate because we had to be realistic about love. We had to be more mature. So let go of control issues. Keep an open mind. If love is going to flow to us, it's going to be worth waiting for. That's what I feel. A lot of us have been waiting for our soulmate love, and divine timing is at work in our love life. That's why Jupiter is in our fifth house now. That is awesome. One last card in the love energy here. Love it, love it, love it. What is the last love card? Two last love cards. Trust and express your love. Trust and express your love because it's worth waiting for. Let go of those control issues and keep an open mind because love is flowing. Something's ending the burdens, and we're going to see where our pathway is taking us. So let's go to the sixth house. And the sixth house is connected to our day-to-day activities, what we do every day, our health regime, our workflow. These two cards want to fly out. And what do we get here? Wow, we get two queens. We get the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Creativity and sensitivity. Hello. In our day-to-day life, we are going to be more creative. We're going to be more sensitive to our emotions, our intuition, our insight. Yes, we are growing spiritually, intuitively, creatively, and that's what we're doing. We're changing things. We're managing life in our day-to-day activities. Things are changing. We are going to put things into action that we need to be more creative about. We're going to be more emotionally connected to our feelings, our intuition, our insight to make things change in our day-to-day life. Well, I understand that because again, with selling my house and moving, not sure where I'm going yet, but I'm ready to just see where the flow is taking me. The wisdom that I'm receiving is going to show me where I'm going next. But we're actively pursuing new changes in our day-to-day life here. That's going to bring us that love, that sensuality, that sensitivity, that spirituality that we need. So let's go to the seventh house, and that is our partnership zone house, right? So let's see how marriage, commitment, relationships, one-on-one connections are happening here. We get support from the Six of Cups. So this may be someone coming from the past to support us. Maybe this is about a love connection from the past that may be coming back, connecting to us. But there seems to be support. If there has been difficulties in our commitments, our relationships, our one-on-one connections, it looks like we have support from others, support from people that we have known from the past. That is really going to help us. There may be someone from the past coming back. Wanting some type of journey with you, new adventure. See, clearance is happening for a lot of us Virgos. We're getting through the obstacles and challenges and the burdens to finally see our journey through. That's what we're doing. We're trying to find our pathway. We're going to receive support from others that we know. There may be this beautiful journey of someone from the past coming back. We may be journeying to see someone from the past, right? But so far it all looks good. So let's go to the eighth house, and the eighth house is the all that is house, right? Excuse me. Sorry, I was looking at sorry about that. I was just looking at the astrology for this. The eighth house. Yeah, I thought there was something. Oh no, we had in the seventh house, we also had Neptune that just went direct. So if there has been confusion in our relationships, our commitments, one-on-one relationships, it looks like we're getting through the confusion. And there may be some type of help and support, especially if you're dealing with others through communication. It looks like someone's here to help us, support us, to get us through maybe some difficulties and burdens that have been restrictive in our seventh house of relationships, partnerships, business partnerships, one-on-one connections. So let's go to the eighth house, and the eighth house is the Scorpion house, the death, transformation, ending, rebirth house. So let's see here. What do we get? We get some, again, some more support from family. Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of support from people from the past, our family, our friends. It looks like through these changes, don't worry, your family, our family will be there to support us with these changes that we're going through. And that's what I feel is very important. Whatever we're going through right now in Virgo, we have support from our family and friends. And that's why it's important for us to keep on following the pathway that we know is right for us right now. These changes are very lucky for us, and it's time to celebrate. With the fifth house, maybe, you know, with so much energy that we had before with Saturn Pluto, we didn't get to have so much fun and celebration, right? That's what Saturn Pluto, but with Jupiter, Jupiter is going to expand that, give us that celebration, that fun, that expansion in our fifth house to enjoy and have some luck. Here we go. So we have, with this here, secrets could be, but it's also about paperwork, documents. So I feel there may be in the eighth house, or maybe support. Interesting. So the eighth house is also other people's finances. It could be an inheritance. This could be something coming to some of us Virgos from the family. It could be some secrets, some documents, some paperwork, something with the Ten of Pentacles, some type of prosperity. So I do feel some of us Virgos may be receiving some type of support, some type of monetary support from our family members. It may have to do with some type of inheritance, or something, a secret document, secret paperwork that you didn't know and find out about. And it's going to give us this ability to start to manifest, because we have so many cards of manifesting some type of abundance, generosity, and now we have support from the family. That is about growing our prosperity. It's like having our being able to have an inheritance to give to others too with that. So let's see here. And it may be that we're going to help support our family members through something that we find out. Maybe that's what it is too. Someone may need help, and that we're going to help them out there also. Maybe they're going through a big change in the family, and something secret comes out that gives you some type of insight to help someone through some type of difficulty there. So let's go to the 11th house, and the 11th house is our career and destiny house, right? I'm sorry, we're going to the 9th house. 9th house is our wisdom house, the insight, angel of wisdom. We get big transformations. So this is exactly what's happening right now. The angel of transformation. We're going through a big change here in our family life. And that is important to know, that whatever we're going through right now, we have support. But there's a change, and there's a rebirth for us, but it's very positive. So let's pull one more card here, Virgo. We got the dog card. So again, I feel like there's people to support us. We can trust those who are coming back from the past. We can trust those who are supporting us, family members, friends, through this transformation. A lot of us Virgos, this is a time of change, but it's blessings. It's allowing us to start something new and getting out of something stagnant, to be free to start something that's going to be quite spiritual, quite prosperous and creative and intuitive. So let's go to the 10th house, and that's our career house, right? Our destiny house here. So let's see. Oh, that one wanted to fly out. 5 of Swords, loss. So in the career, we may be, you know, we may be challenged to change what we do. And it may be us walking away from what we do now to, you know, solidify something new. So the 5 of Swords is some type of change, some type of loss in our current destiny that we need to go through. And that's why the Death card is saying it's okay to go through this, because we do have the power of the Emperor to, you know, make the changes and challenge ourselves to get out of something that has been burdensome and restrictive. And I feel in our current destiny, a lot of us are seeing something new happening. Our creative flow, the 5th house, is wanting us to challenge ourselves. If we're in a situation at work that we aren't flowing in our creative vibration, then it's time for us to seek out that wisdom to see what we need to do about that, because we need to prepare. Jupiter in our 5th house, we need to be creative. We need to really find what we truly love to do, and know that we'll have the luck, the commitment, There you go. So if we challenge ourselves in our courage and destiny, there will be a commitment. There will be a change that we can be committed to follow our dreams, our aspirations here. So let's go to the 11th house. And 11th house is connections to our friends, networking. There's associations and organizations that can help us grow and prosper. The Page of Wands, ideas, no kidding. So it's time to get your creative ideas flowing, creativity. This is us here, and the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. We need to communicate to those about our creative ideas because there will be others out there who can help and assist us, the Emperor here, right? We need to really follow through on our ideas and make them happen. This Jupiter will only be in our fifth house for a year, so we've got to use it wisely. So let's see here. Let's see one more card. So we see the emotional turbulence of having to deal with maybe getting our message across here. And so even though it may be emotionally difficult to make this change, this loss, it's important to really focus on your ideas here. And like I said, it may not be easy. The words that I had for us, Virgo, this month through our meditation is love, stress, celebration, and luck. And those are the words, the connections that I was feeling for us Virgos in December. So let's go to the 12th house. The 12th house is the all that is house, the ending house, the karma house. The Seven of Pentacles, and it's all about seeking out our visions, our ideas, our creativity in the 12th house. That is connection to the divine, our angels and guides, showing us that there is some type of end and some type of luck to really clear our visions and understand them so that we can really move forward on them. Wow, that is beautiful to see. Is the Seven of Pentacles is also saying, you know, we have to do something about our visions. We can't just think about them and want them. We have to actively pursue them, has the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Do something that you love creatively, and your visions will come through very easily to be able to create those ideas. So one more card here, one more card in the 12th house here, Virgo. What do we have? Yeah, it's the ending house. We're clearing out the old, shedding the old, releasing the old, and opening up to our true visions. Things are changing for us, ending transformation. It's beautiful to see. I didn't pull a surrender card. I wanted to pull a surrender card for what we need to surrender with that eclipse that's happening. We also will be having a full moon. Where is that full moon at? It is actually in our I think it's in her 10th house of career and destiny. Let me see again. Um, it is in our 10th house. So that's why there's a big transformation, a big change that we're going through. Something's coming into fruition to make some changes in our 10th house of career with that full moon in Gemini. We're having to be aware of something that needs to change so that we can really grow and prosper and fulfill our destiny here. So yes, let's pull a surrender card and see what we need to surrender to with that eclipse in the 5th house on December 25th or 26th. So we need to surrender to the magic of who we are. No kidding. No kidding. What a beautiful card for us Virgos this month. It says, we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. That is such a beautiful message for that eclipse in our 5th house, to surrender to the magic of who we are and to really show our talents and gifts to the world. What a beautiful way to end this reading. Much love to all of you Virgos, and if you ever want a personal reading, please connect with all my links below. I'm wishing you all the best in 2020. I know that there's going to be so much love and light and blessings and changes that we've all been waiting for. So let's put things into action. Let's not be stagnant. We really need to move forward now. 2020 is a big year of change for all of us, but for us Virgos, it's in the change of love and our creative power to succeed. So until next time, we'll see you in 2020, and with pure love through Synergy, Tammy. Virgo, I forgot to give us one last message. It is our karma card going into 2020. So I am going to share it now. And first I wanted to pull a karma card for the Virgo males first to see where their energy is flowing as we go into 2020. So let's pull the first card for the Virgo males in their flow for 2020. What is the karma message for the Virgo males? The Garden, 5 of Roses. So we're going to read about that, but I also want to pull a karma card for the female Virgos. Us female Virgos, as we go into 2020, what is the strong message for us Virgo females? What is the message that we are bringing into 2020? Let's see. Virgo females, 2020. Ooh, that one wanted to fly out. Well, we are the Queen of Roses. Hello. We are feeling love. We're going to feel beauty. We are feeling creative. So let's first read the 5 of Roses. The Garden for the male Virgos here. So let's read a little bit about the Garden, the 5 of Roses. Here we go, the 5 of Roses. Okay, let's read this beautiful message. The 5 of Roses for you male Virgos. 2 children play in a sunny, lush green garden. A boy shoots a slingshot with a girl next to him, watches a butterfly in the flowers with a magnifying glass. If children aren't part of your life already, this card could show their arrival. It could also indicate that your children, even adult children, could become more of a focus for you. Now remember, what did I say? The 5th house is connected to children with all that energy. There could be this growth and connection to children. So they may have some concerns of their own, but even so, opportunities for things to mend come easily right now. There also may be real change and benefit for one of your children who has made a special effort recently. This is a very advantageous time for the children around you. Enjoy it and help them enjoy it too. That makes so much sense with the blessings in our 5th house with Jupiter. Blessings to our children. They're going to have a wonderful year themselves. So a meditation note for you, male Virgos. Close your eyes. Stepping into the garden. Become the child you used to be in heart and mind. Let the child within you take a look around for one of the children in your life who is also playing there. What new perspective do you have when the child you are meets a child around you? That's for you, male Virgos. And let's read about the Queen of Roses for us female Virgos. I love this card. So let us get to the Queen of Roses, if I can find. Okay, here's the, oh no, that's the Queen of Squirrels. Queen of Roses. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Queen of Roses. I think it's in the back. Here we go. Sorry about that. I'm sure it's a beautiful message that we had to wait for. So the Queen of Roses. This card shows a beautiful woman with roses in her hair and all around her. A beautiful scene expands outside, but she is peacefully focusing on the flower in her hand. The Queen of Roses signifies a woman who is loving and supportive, but with a passionate side as well. This is a card of a loving connection. A relationship with someone you know may deepen and become more meaningful, or someone new may appear. Be open to the connection. It may be a romantic one, or it might be that a friend, family member, or co-worker is going to be helpful. And that's why I felt like there was going to be some help from our family members and friends, and valuable to you in some way. The Queen of Roses can represent you or a woman in your life stepping into the role of wife or mother at this time. It's a time for loving energy to be voiced. This card upright sometimes shows a happy resolution to a difficulty with family or a love relationship. The time for peaceful, loving connections is at hand. So open your heart to the expression of caring within you and around you. That's why there's another connection to the 5th house with this card. So close our eyes here and step into the energy of the Queen of Roses. Get to know that caring power and gentle temperament. Feel compassion, feel you, and notice your desire to bring a loving embrace to yourself and to the world. Blessings, much love to you, and until next time, with pure love, this energy, Tammy.